So we got our hands on the Collector's Edition Liquid Metal Cozmo. As you can see here in the grey, we can put him in the ring with the Classic Cozmo and see how they respond to each other. So in that remote control format, using our app, we're going to go head to head to see who is the real owner of these cubes. Okay boys, well I think the best way to decide this is with some rounds of Cube War. So the first Cosmo to lift the cube away from the other or to knock the other Cosmo over gets a point. Now, who's winning? Liquid Metal's got a lift. Classic's blocking. Oh, yes, Liquid Metal. First point goes to our new Cosmo friend. And now, we need to get it back down. Excuse me, get it back on the ground and we can start the second round. But Liquid Metal Cosmo going in with a 1 point lead. Thank you, boys. On the ground. Right, here we go. Right, our Classic is a really quick manoeuvre. Nick the cube, gets a point. Don't think Liquid Metal's happy about that. Oh, a double score! Double points! Classic Cosmo knocks over Liquid Metal. He's really not happy about that. Now, let's rewind this to see just exactly what happens. You can see there, tilted forward by moving backwards to unclip himself from that Liquid Metal grip. And in comes Liquid Metal, really not happy about his treatment there. But Classic Cosmo uses that as an opportunity to knock him over and score that second point. Obviously, wisdom coming before youth and ability, as Liquid Metal Cosmo is left on his back, not able to do anything, rights himself with his Shremek and goes on to the next round. So, 2-1 going into our cube race round. Now they need to do 3 complete laps of these cubes, and Classic Cosmo got the lead. Liquid Metal still showing his relative lack of experience, bashing into the cube there, slowing himself down. Not seeming to be quite sure which way he's supposed to be going. Around the cubes. Classic Cosmo into a lead and really showing him how it's done. Can he come back? Oh, Classic's gone the wrong way. Here comes Liquid Metal. It's a real close tussle. Or both absolutely disoriented. And now completely neck and neck as we come into this last lap. Liquid Metal seems to be out in front. Classic's trying to catch him up around these cubes. Back, it's about to cross the line. Looks like it's going to be Liquid Metal. Evens the field at 2 points all. Does a little reverse to show off. Very nice. And I'm not sure that Classic Cosmo is all that impressed, but we need to go into our final round of Cosmo tag. We're going to start off with Liquid Metal being tagged, and whoever isn't tagged when the timer runs out will get that final point and will reign true supreme. And there you go, Classic Cosmo is tagged. Metal's trying to run away. Oh, he got him back, straight back. He needs to be looking behind him. And where's Metal going? Oh, he's hiding. Metal Cosmo, you're tagged. You've got to go and get him. You can't hide there. The timer's running out. Right, here we go. That's it. Behind, you need to stay out the eyesight of the other Cosmo to have a good chance of getting the tag. Yeah, there you go. Classic Cosmo is tagged and the tables are turned. Oh, almost tagged back there as Metal just swerves around. It looks like the time is almost out. 3, 2, 1, and Metal Cosmo gets that final point. So there you go. Metal Cosmo reigns supreme between the brothers. And I think he's been completely worn out. It's back in his dock. He heads off to sleep. But while he does, we just want to have a look at the other details for Cosmo. It's going to be $199 in the UK. And as I said, it'll be available. Oh, hey, hello, you're awake again. So you'll be available in Argos exclusively, Liquid Metal Cosmo. But both Cosmos will be available from the Anki.com website, and that will be available exactly on the 15th of September 2017. So you will be able to get sort of a proper first hands-on with both of these Cosmos when they release later in the year. And of course they interact with you, they see you, they respond to you just like a real robot AI friend. They have their cubes and they can play games with that. The app itself is being updated, which is kind of the brains of how Cosmo works. So you can see him looking up at me, he's going to recognise my face and he says my name. Very nice. And there's loads of different things you can do with them. Also, there is an SDK, which means you can take Cosmo and actually learn how to programming. So it takes all the robotics that are built into Cosmo, all the personality, and with a simple software development kit, you can access those, both to learn robotics, but also to use Cosmo in your own little narrative skits and plays that we're seeing popping up on YouTube. So we just spin him around. You can see he really does look really nice in this liquid metal form. Really brings out all the detail and the design that has gone into Cosmo. Now, he may not be the cheapest AI robot toy on the market, but we think he's one that will give great value, not just because he looks really cool and he's really interactive, but because he grows with you. You can learn how to program him with that SDK, but also as you unlock more sparks, you unlock more abilities with him. So it's an investment that I think will stand you in good stead through the year, not just when you get him out of the box. And if we get a closer look at Cosmo in his product shots here, you can get a better feel of how he looks super close up with these really high res images. You've got that cheeky grin, his sort of half closed eye, and that real sense of personality, and it's nice to see him coming in different colours. It makes me think and wonder, what else will we see from Anki in the near future? Not just, of course, on Anki Overdrive, but also will there be other characters? I'm sure there will, that will be coming along to interact with Cosmo. Let's hop back to the desk, have a little last play with Cosmo. As we had a look around with him in the Anki offices, you can see him playing with the cubes here, working hard to pick them up. We've got some images that we took, some shots of him as he was roaming around, and I think that gives you a really good idea of what liquid metal Cosmo will look like. But what I want to know is what you think of this new version of Cosmo, and the fact that Cosmo is coming to other territories now, not just in the US, but also to the UK and elsewhere. Is this the moment where you're going to be buying Cosmo? Because I'd love to hear if you've been saving up to get your own little Cosmo friend, and will you be playing particular games with him? Do you have a favourite? Will you go for the classic, or will you be going for the special edition Cosmo from Argos in the UK? We'll get him back on his seat pad and we'll leave him to have a rest, because he's worked pretty hard today. So from us here at Family Gamer TV and from Cosmo at Anki, we'll say goodbye. Subscribe to the channel and you'll know when we've got more videos, but that's all we've got time for today. See you again soon. Bye bye.